let's go fishing. You know it's really great, let's go fishing. In the rivers and on the lakes, let's go fishing. It's easy when you try, floating on the water with good old Steve and Mike. Floating on the water with good old Steve and Mike.
Hey, good evening, folks. Welcome to the Let's Go Fishing Show. And as you can see, I've got the A-team here on them tonight. Bill.
Buddy, I'm telling you, just tickled to death to be here. You, Mike?
Yeah.
Yes,
sir.
sir. I
Lord.
got to see you boys here in the last few weeks.
Yes, sir.
Weather's been terrible and Polly's been bad and
Yep.
everything's just been working against me and I ain't been able to do what I want to do.
I understand that, Bill. I surely do. And, you know, we've been praying for Miss Polly and still praying for her and
I
hoping
appreciate
things
that,
will work
son.
out and get her back home. Is what we're all asking for. So, but we want to say hello to Dad, to Polly and Gay, because we know they're watching.
Yeah, they're up there watching that. They're up there at the nursing home watching it on Gay's telephone.
All right.
Yeah.
Good deal. Good deal. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. But it's, you know, glad to have you and Mike here with me. Listen, folks, we just sitting here talking. You know, the weather in the last 3 months hadn't been worth a hoot for us fishermen.
No, it hadn't.
You know, and we hadn't got to get on the water. Now, there's people caught fish. Don't get me wrong. Them boys up there at Norris in that heartland, they've been catching fish, you know, 10, 12 pound of the tournament. And then this past Saturday, they had what was it, a heartland or something down at out of Rockwood on Watts Bar, took 20 pounds to win down there. And, you know, if you get out there, you can catch a few fish.
Yeah, it's pretty dangerous to be out there right
It
now,
is.
but
It is.
if you'll go out there and stay at it, it's hard
Yeah.
to tell what you can do.
Yeah.
Old Mike here, he's still catching them crappie.
Yeah,
And,
Mike's catching a few crappie. He's had a few bum trips, and I've had 2 or 3 bum trips, not doing any good, so you know. But it's been tough, and
Yeah.
but now, you know, the boys that can stay out there and fish every weekend, that kind of thing, they're catching a few fish. And,
oh yeah, they sure are. I've been hearing about some of the fish they've been catching, but it's been pretty dangerous too.
Oh, it
'Cause
has?
there's been everything on the lake.
Like, yeah,
Trees,
Trees,
logs,
yeah,
Yes, sir.
tires, and everything else. floating.
propane tanks.
Yes, sir. I'll be as honest. I went up there and watched the water come over the dam the other day, and I tell you what, we stopped down there where the little dam is, where they runs below the dam, and I tell you what, I never seen so much junk go
Come
across that little
the
dam.
dam, yeah.
It's coming over the dam,
Yeah.
and they was everything
Thing
afloat.
floating,
I never
yeah.
seen so much stuff.
Yeah, that's true, Bill. That's true. I thought I heard them tell on the news that Norris Lake was 18 foot above full pool, but that didn't sound right. I think I heard that it was 1032, which
Yeah.
would have made it 12 feet. And 10. Let's see,
Yeah.
10. What is full pool?
Well,
1020.
1020 is what they try to
Try to
get
keep
it
that,
at,
yeah.
and it went to 1029.3.
Okay.
That's what it went to.
9
That's
feet.
according to the paper. I've been
Yeah.
watching the paper.
Okay.
I seen it at 1027. That's the highest I've ever seen it, but until this time.
Yeah.
1029.3 is the highest I've ever seen it,
Mm-hmm.
and I was 7.5 years old when it was backed up.
Yeah.
And it may have been higher, but I don't remember it, did it?
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, so far in my lifetime, this is the 3rd time that they've had the gates open.
Yeah.
I think for
Yeah.
me and Mike, since,
I may have seen it open more than that, but they had to do something.
Yeah.
TVA's let everybody else tell them how to run the lake. and they forgot how.
Yeah.
You know, me and you and Mike, we've seen it go down 30, 40 feet.
Yes.
And we never had this problem before.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But when it don't go no lower than 10, 20, I mean, it might go down to, or lower than 1,000.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's just 20 feet.
Yeah.
And they try to hold it somewhere in that area right there. And if you get as much rain as we've had this
Yeah.
year,
Yeah.
you better look at you're going to have trouble.
That's
and that's
right.
what we've been through
Yeah.
right now. The Tennessee River is the highest it's ever been.
Yeah.
And it's got a whole lot of stuff flooded. And, you know, shoot, in Memphis, they like to wash Memphis away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I thought that and understood for years that the three main feeder lakes like North and Cherokee and Douglas the purpose was to draw it way down to have a place to store that water to keep it from flooding the valley out.
Well, that's what,
And
they,
then
all
all of a
three of them
sudden,
was built for flood control.
Yeah, now
And,
all of a sudden they trying to make a recreational lake out of it and hold the water up
Yeah,
too high, and they ain't got nowhere to put that water.
that's right. You're right there, son. And it's been terribly high. It really has.
Yeah.
And it's caused a lot of damage. It's
Oh,
caused
yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
It's caused Knoxville a lot of damage.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sure has. There ain't no two ways about it. And then, you know, the docks, a lot of the docks on Watts Bar, the water up over 2 or 3 foot high in the docks, and people's boats floated up
Floated
into the
up to
road.
the tap.
Yeah, into the
You remember
roofs.
that houseboat over at Dale
Yeah,
Hollow?
yeah.
It floated off.
Yeah.
It floated off of them our drums.
Drums, the one that's sitting down there in the parking lot.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
one sitting down there in the parking
Parking
lot.
lot.
It floated off.
Yeah. They said it was 9 foot up and
Yeah.
9 foot up high above full stage. 9 foot above full stage down there.
Well, you know, like I said, I was 7.5 years old when they backed the horse up, but I remember my mother and daddy telling me, this was after I got up to big enough, that they seen water in the main street of Clinton. And that was before the dam,
Dam
was
was
ever
built.
built.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
since they built the dam, we've never had a problem
Right.
until this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you. I mean, you know, we can't do nothing. That's the rain is in the good Lord's hands, and there's nothing we can do about that.
There's
Except
something that they
prepare.
can do about it.
I agree. They can keep that water sucked down there like
Yeah.
like we'd like to see them do. And but you know, it hadn't been. I was talking to a guy at work there, and we was talking about the winter ramp there at Point 19. He used to tell me, you know, said something about how long it'd been since he'd seen. I said, shoot, it's been over 20 years since I've seen that winter ramp.
Yeah.
And you used to
Show it all the time.
show it all the time.
Every
Yeah,
winter.
sure did.
Every winter.
And just pretty much every
In fact
winter.
about it, that was a good place to put
Oh,
in when the
Lord,
water.
yeah. Yes,
That's the reason
sir.
they built that
That
that ramp out
right there.
there.
It
Was when the
was.
lake went down, they had a place to put in.
That's exactly right. Because once it got so low, all the boat ramps at that time was out of the water.
Yeah. that's
You know,
exactly right.
you either put in off the bank somewhere, or actually the one year there, the only one that they was putting in on was down at the dam,
Yeah.
and that's on the old road bed down through there. Everything else was out of the water.
Yeah.
And they come up there and built that winter ramp, and like I said, we used to put in on it all the time. Then all of a sudden they quit dropping the water down
Yeah.
that far, and it's been, I know, 18 to 20 years since I've seen it.
Yeah, it's ever been to that.
Yes,
yeah.
sir, and sure has. It's been quite a while, but it's out there and under the water. If it
Yeah,
ever goes down,
Probably never see it again.
probably
though.
never see it
really-
again. I mean, they went in there and wrapped around the sides of it all the way around that
Yeah.
point there, and then there was the launch ramp, and used to drive right out there and park and put your boat in and all that good stuff, but it doesn't happen.
And catch fish.
And catch fish. That's exactly right, Bill. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Well, now then we don't have no ramp, and you can't hardly put in the ramps anymore for the ramps is not there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you miss the ramp, you run over the
The
walkway and
the
everything
walkway,
out there,
yeah.
for they're underwater.
Yeah.
And one at Anderson County Park, I went up there twice, and the first time I went up there, I drove through about 5 inches of water over the road.
Yeah.
Next time I went up there, they wouldn't even, they had it blocked off. It was 5 foot of
Good
water over the road.
Yeah. That's a fact. Yeah, I'm sure it's up in the parking lots.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
And it had the ramp. It had the place you put in out there, the ramp where you walk out on there to the boats.
Yeah.
Hey, you
It was
couldn't
under
even
the
see
water.
it.
It was
It was under the water.
It
locked down.
It done come up as far as it could go, and then it didn't have.
Yeah,
it
that's
couldn't
right.
go no farther. It just got underwater, for sure.
Well,
but
like I said, the fishing has not been bad. I heard about a lot of fish being caught back there when it was really muddy there. A lot of the old boys that I used to know
Yeah.
that, used that jigger pole.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they got up there, son, and they had a time there for a while there.
Yes, sir.
Till the water started letting the water out, and the water got so tough on them they couldn't paddle.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, that dingy water or muddy water will put you shoot. You know you've done it. You took your jig pole up there and jigged fish them bass and catch them.
Yeah.
I mean, there ain't no doubt about it. It'll put them up there on the bank because I guess they can't see out there.
Yeah.
They're looking for stuff. And here's the thing: all them creatures that's up there and under the cover or under the rocks or around the stumps and around the brush, and the lake never gets to. Now it's got to it, and that's what they up there looking for.
Yeah, that's right.
There ain't no two ways about it. I mean, they doing it. I've got 2 minutes of film that I shot Saturday down there. I got down to the lake about 9 o'clock, and I quit, I think, about 4 or 5 o'clock. But I had 8 bites and put 4 of them in the boat and missed the other 4. And 2 of them was on a rattle trap, and they jumped off while I was trying to get the camera, and then the other 2 was on a jig. And hooked both of them, and they pulled off. So I never did get to see them, but they just, boom. And I had them crank or 2, and they'd pull it and just run and pull the hook out. So, but I just had 8 bites and put 4 in the boat, and the other 4 got off on me. But we'll get into that here in when I show that little bit of film. The dangest thing, Dylan, you ready to go to the film that I brought in? Let's do it right quick. There's only 2 minutes of it. All right. There we go. Showed me what I wanted to find out. Get back with you in a minute, and remember our sponsors, and let's go fishing. Now, folks, I want you to look right here. 3 pitches later, I want you to look what's got a hold up here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Man, ain't that nice right there? I'm telling you, that is nice. Yeah, let me get him up here in the boat, I hope. Stand by. Now then, I want you to look there. Yeah, boy, that is a dandy. That's a 4-pluser right there, baby, maybe 5. Oh yeah, I mean a dandy. Just back in the water he goes. Boy, that's a dandy fish, I'm telling you, yeah. That is good. Take off, buddy. All right. Yeah. All righty, let's get another one. Water temp's about 51.4. Hopefully we can get another bite here. All right, folks, there's another fish. Thought that was a smallmouth to start with, but it's not. Yeah. Largemouth. Come here, buddy. Oh yeah. There we go. Yeah. There you go. Kentucky. All right. We'll get him off. Try to get another one here. All right. I don't know how come me not, oh, I do know too, why I didn't have that fourth fish on camera. Had the camera laying in the floor of the boat, and I flopped that seat over on it, and it knocked that SIM card loose.
Yeah.
Well, here I was fooling with that camera and the fish laying up on the front of the boat trying to get, well, man, I thought, well, I'm going to have to buy a new camera. And then I got my glasses out and read on the screen what I could see, and what it told me to do. It says reinsert the SIM card, and I flipped the lid and pushed it in. The camera worked fine, but I done throwed that bass back in the water.
Yeah.
You know, and I thought, dadgummit, aggravated with
Yeah,
you know,
I
cause
get
that
you.
thing messed up. And
Yeah.
I said, how come, what's wrong? And so I quit fishing, sat down. But anyway, that little old Kentucky that I caught, the big, caught that, I mean, I just put the boat in, flipped right around there on that little old point behind the boat ramp and caught that small fish and went 3 pitches right around the point and caught that big fish. And then I caught that Kentucky on that jerk bait, and I was telling Mike and Bill here, I got that fish up there and started getting them hooks out of his jaws there, and he had looked like I thought it was a piece of fishing line hanging out of his mouth. Well, it was a dadgum crawdad whisker.
About
Yeah,
that.
and he had about that much, a half inch or so of his pincher sticking out of his mouth. And I
Yeah.
mean, it was a dang whopper of a crawdad.
I'll be dang.
But he had that thing already in his mouth and hit that jerk bait too.
Yeah.
And so I got him back in the water, and he kept the crawdad. And then the other fish that I caught, the other 2, I missed 2 fish on the rattle trap that just come unhooked on me. And then the third fish that I put in the boat was one when the camera was messed up, and had him on, and he's a 3-pounder better.
Yeah.
And he wasn't in a foot of water.
I'll be dang.
They was back there, I mean, they was in them minnows, the back of that pocket. My trolling motor was sitting on the bottom. And, you know, and there were several more fish there breaking, but I never could get my bait there at the right time to catch them.
Did you check the water temperature or what?
Yeah, it's 55 degrees there when I left Saturday.
55.
Yeah, 55.2, .3.
It's warmed up some. It really
Yeah.
has, and that'll make them move in there.
Yeah.
But it's still, the lake is still a little bit cold.
It is. It's still a little bit cold, but the muddy water was warmer than the clear water.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sure was. I don't care to tell you, I put in there out there in Little Emery, and I didn't crank my big motor up till I'd fished an hour.
Yeah.
And right there at the boat ramp and right down towards the coming out of the creek there, but anyway, that water, they was pulling water. I just let the current kind of take me down through there, hit the trolling motor every now and then, but that water is right. You know, I really like it. When it gets 53 and a half, 54 degrees, it's perfect as far as I'm concerned. And it run 52, 7, 52, 9, right at almost 53 degrees.
Yeah.
And then by the time the sun come out for a little bit there during the day, and the time I got down there in the last place I fished and back to that pocket, well, it was 55.2, 55.3.
Right.
And the shad minnows was running everywhere.
Yeah.
And the fish was in them.
Yeah.
It sure were.
When they get in there, them fish are going to get in there too.
Yeah.
They've spent a hard winter.
Yeah. Yeah, they was right in there with them. And, you know, and the lake was down about 2.5 feet there Saturday from full pool. So
Right.
it wasn't all the way winter level, but it's getting real close.
Yeah. Well, I noticed Milton Hill here, it's, instead of it being high as it's been, they've dropped it a little bit too.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, at last account I heard, the tournament was still on, and Knoxville starting I believe the
15th.
15th.
Yeah,
And
got it right here.
at one time they thought about canceling it,
Yeah.
but I hadn't heard anything since, so I guess they're still going to have it.
Yeah. So the daily takeoffs will be from Volunteer Landing, and schedule will begin at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, Weigh-ins will take place at Thompson Bowling Arena on the University of Tennessee campus.
Yeah.
20,000 seat facility. That is the 5th largest in the country. Doors open open to the arena for Bass Life and Nation members at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, to the general public at 3:15, and first fish will be weighed between 4:15 and 4:30.
Right.
All right, let's see who we got. Hello, caller.
Hey, buddy.
Yes, sir.
This Steve?
Yeah, this is him. I don't know. I'm gonna check with Mike and make sure it's me. Is that all right?
That's all right. I see that little man right there, Mr. Nichols.
Yeah.
Yeah, good friends with him. He knows my family and everything.
Well, buddy, that's great.
But I want to ask y'all something. This big tournament, this big bass pasture tournament coming up here on Lake Loudon.
Yeah.
You know, we've all fished that lake, and you know, it's got some big fish and it's got some small fish here lately.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to know our community input. What do you all think will take total poundage for that lake this time of the year? Mr. Nichols, can you give me that?
Yes, I'll tell you. I'll be
I
honest. I'll be
you
with
all ponder on that for a minute. Me and my uncle was out here on Norris Lake. You was talking about Anderson County Park, brother.
Mm-hmm.
It's up in the barrels out there. The water's up in the barrels.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Yeah, it sure is. Yeah, yeah. But on that tournament over there.
We went fishing there, Saturday.
Yeah.
And we caught a big old rockfish, about 15 pounds, and we caught 2 smallmouth out. That water, just like you said, it's from up in the bushes there. And,
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty hard to pinpoint where you want to fish, but we're in cleaner water.
That's
We're
right.
towards
Yeah.
Sequoia there.
Well, on the.
And another thing I want to tell y'all, I want y'all to remember in your prayers tonight is Steve Wilson. He makes poles here locally up here in the Pilot.
Yes, sir.
He lost his dad, and I want y'all to remember him. And Steve, I know y'all know him, but y'all keep me in your prayers tonight, and God bless y'all. Thank
Hey,
y'all.
bud, appreciate you calling in, and I didn't until you mentioned Dee's dad right then, hadn't heard a thing about it, but we will be praying for him, brother.
Yes, sir.
Sure will. I don't know, looking at my paperwork here, and I'm hoping you continue to watch the show here. Okay, here's the deal. They're going to weigh in. They start on Friday the 15th, and then they fish Saturday. And if I'm not mistaken, this field gets cut down every day.
Yeah, it does.
So on Sunday, there's 12, 15 boats, maybe, something like that, fishing.
It's the top 12, I think.
Top
it is,
12,
Steve.
yeah. I thought that's what I'd heard too.
He asked there what I thought about how much it'd take
Take
to
the
win
win,
it.
yeah.
I tell you what, son, they're going to fish the Tennessee River, and I guess that means all the way down to Watts Bar. That'd be Fort Loudon, Watts Bar, maybe even further. I don't have no idea of that.
Chickamauga
But there'll
too,
be
yeah.
somebody find them, and it'll take 15, 18 pounds a day to win.
Yeah.
I mean, there'd be somebody find them, and I don't know too many of these here boys. They got these here high-powered depth finders and everything. There'll be somebody find them fish, and like I said last couple of weeks ago down there in Watts Bar, there was a 7-pound 9.5 smallmouth caught, and it took 20 pounds to win down there then.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
that's one day.
Yeah, it
And
takes.
there'll be somebody find them fish, and they'll be 15, 18 pounds a day.
Yeah.
It sure man will.
I'm going to say, okay, here's what I'm going to put down. Bill says 15 to 18 pound per day. Okay. I'm going to up that a little bit. I'm going to say 18 to 20 pound a day.
Yeah.
Okay. And Mike, what do you say?
I'd say 12 pound a day.
Okay. I done see right now you doing too much crappie
The
fishing.
weather is supposed to rain this weekend, but then it's, when I was looking at it
Gonna get
there,
it muddy again.
well, it ain't gonna be all that much, but, it's gonna warm back up, and, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, by the time you get to Wednesday, it's almost 70 degrees again. And that's as far as the forecast showed there, but, that water warmed up with all that rainwater, and then it frosted and cooled back down, because when I went down Tuesday from fishing Saturday, and it was bumping 53, 54, and then when I went back Tuesday, it was down to 48.
I don't know about the fish,
Hold on just,
full eleven.
yeah, they just get the fish on Loudon and Tellico, right?
No,
Hold it, I cut him off.
no.
Hey,
Done down there practicing at Watch Bar.
hello.
Hey, Steve.
Yes, sir.
I was gonna let you know on that South Central, if I'm not mistaken, I believe I read, they are not allowed to watch.
Not allowed, we were just debating that because I didn't have it in my paperwork. That's, yeah, okay, brother. I appreciate that. And,
No problem.
hey, yeah, what do you think it's gonna take?
I'm not real familiar with Loudon and that up there. I don't think it'll be near as much as we would on Hawks Bar, but
Yeah,
it'll probably take 15 pounds a day, I would imagine.
okay, Brother Bill's awful close to that. That's what he said, 15 to 18. I said 18 to 20.
I think it'd be higher than that if they get
It's a
three
bit-
Hawks Bar, but
Yeah,
it's not allowed, so,
I agree. Okay, so they're just strictly Loudon Tellico.
correct.
All right, brother, I appreciate it.
That's it.
All right, bye, bud. Hello, caller.
Hey, Steve, I'm sorry, I call back now, I'm sorry.
That's all right, buddy. Hey,
Now listen, Bill, they're going up your alley, and now they only get the fish full down Jericho. Now they're going to go up on Jericho now.
yeah,
Now, you know what that is now, don't you?
yep. That's smallmouth country.
That's strictly smallmouth.
That's right. That's
Now,
right.
what kind of way, now listen to me,
Yeah.
what kind of way do you think it's going to be up there?
Well, you know and I know, a lot of times them smallmouth don't weigh as heavy as the largemouth do.
No, they gonna fish for largemouth. They won't be, might be some smallmouth caught, but they'll be fishing for largemouth.
And they're going to catch you largemouth in those dirty waters.
Yeah, yeah.
But now, this is just tell you now.
I know.
I think somebody's going to get on some big smallmouth up there. You got them boys that does that.
Yeah.
The Navy fishing and all that. Now, Steve, you know it as well as I do, and Mike, you know, you got to get your ears on in on this. And you come on with it, and you know what them smallmouth can do up there on Delco.
Yeah.
Them boys, I'm telling you, them boys, you got that powder set.
Yeah.
They got that side scan. They'll get out there and they will annihilate Tellico.
Yeah. They there. I mean, there's plenty of fish in there. Ain't no two ways about it. You've caught them, we've caught them. And they listen, at one time they kept thinking that state record smallmouth would come out of Loudon.
Yeah, that's
It
true.
sure
yeah.
did. They thought it would come out of Loudon.
I mean, there's some good looking fish on both sides of the lake there, but I tell you what, you got some real good fishing.
Yeah.
You know, and it's going to take some good weight, I think.
Right.
Now, my predicament in a 3-day tournament like that, you got some good men and fish there. But I'm going to think about 15 pounds a day.
Okay.
Up there in the top 5, probably first place.
Yeah. Well, you're right in there with Bill then.
Another thing, who do you guys think might take this? And Kevin Van Dam is, you know, is one of the top runners. Because I'm going to tell you something, he knows that Tennessee River. He studies that thing from the top to the bottom.
Yeah.
So
I tell you, we got
I like to show I don't get to watch that much, but
we got a young fella right here in Knoxville, son, that's he's gonna be tougher than a nail. And I thought little Lot Defoe, he's gonna be tougher than a nail over there for he knows the lake as well as anybody.
I tell you what, I hope it's one of them or David Bronfer. You know, you got Wesley Strader. He's a
Yeah.
big,
Yeah,
large man.
there's another fella right there.
Yeah.
And Wesley, I like to see one of our GNC men take that hardware home with them.
Yeah,
I would too, brother.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, ain't no doubt about it.
I like these other Christians too, but this Tennessee men, I hope they can keep it home with us. once again.
I agree.
Hey, good to see y'all. I won't call back. I'm sorry about y'all.
Dad,
Y'all
blame-
do a great job.
You better call us every time you get a chance.
All right, brother. Y'all take care.
All right, we'll see you, Lee. All right, bye, bud. All right, we've got somebody on that other line still holding. Hello.
Hello, this is Gay and Polly calling y'all to let you know that we've been watching you on YouTube and wanted to say hi.
Well, we're glad to hear from Gay and Polly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Mama's right here and she wants to say hello to you. Hold on. Hello.
Hey, Miss Polly.
Hey.
Yeah, buddy. We're glad that you called in.
Guarantee you.
Glad what, honey?
Glad you called us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. We'll be up to see you in a few days.
Okay. Just come anytime.
All right, buddy. We love you.
Love you too, honey.
All right, bye.
All right. We'll talk to y'all soon.
Okay,
Love
Gay.
you, bye.
All right, thank you.
Okay, honey. Bye-bye.
All right. That was wonderful. That was wonderful. Yeah, that was Lee Mashburn there. I'm pretty sure it was on the call in there a minute ago. And, he, 15 pounds a day, if everything was kosher and we hadn't, they're going to be running the water like a creek.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Don't doubt that a bit.
That water, they gonna turn that water loose.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be running hard.
And then the other caller that called in, he's right. If they was locking through the watch bar, it'd take 20 pounds a day.
Yeah.
Them not getting the lock through, I'd say a good possibility the 15, 16 pound range would probably be the best bet.
Yeah, I said 15 to 18.
Yeah.
Then that, I fished
You
both.
got it covered pretty good.
I fished both lakes, and they some good fish in both of them.
Yeah.
And there'll be somebody find them. They really will.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's going on down there at Watch Bar Tuesday when I was there, and I got out there in the main channel, and I turned the boat up river, and the current, and there was a good wind blowing. It was a white capping.
Yeah.
But I was still in gear idling and was going backwards.
Yeah.
Even with the wind trying to blow me up
Yeah.
the river and me idling, I was still going backwards.
Yeah. That water coming through.
You
it's,
better believe it.
It's rough now. It really is.
Yeah, if there's a fish on that main channel, he better have an anchor. I'm telling you, they flat moving some water through down there.
Yeah, and that, heck, it's like that up the Emory. I mean, it was just moving me just perfect. It just right on down through there, just perfect for what I wanted to do. And
It's down about 4 foot right now at Watch Bar.
Yeah.
yeah,
They've
still like
they've
a couple
dropped the rest of the lakes, but the Tennessee, the Norris is still running the river, going into everything else. It's still full as I've ever seen it.
yeah.
It's got the trees covered up. It's up in the Second Baptist church up there in their parking lot.
Yeah, buddy. Well, it's got to settle down, I hope, here in the next little bit. As a matter of fact, I got work was canceled for tomorrow and Saturday due to the rain forecast. So I'm going to try to go one day and just see if I can get on something and get some fishing film. But this deal over there next week is going to be a big thing.
Yeah, it is.
They're predicting 140,000 people to visit
Yeah.
during the tournament, and this, that, and the other. and I'm gonna tell you, the bottom line is, and the boys here in Tennessee are tough to beat. I don't care where you put them.
You're right there.
I mean, because we've got so diverse fishing in this part of the country. You can be fishing on Norris Lake in 50 foot of water and go right down here 100 miles on Gunnersville, or 120 miles in Gunnersville, and be in 5 foot of water.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, so it just, we've got the best, and got clear water and muddy water too.
Yeah.
All these boys here in this part of the country are tough fishermen, including
Yeah,
Bill
they
Nichols.
Yeah, Little Ott and
Yeah.
Schrader.
Yes, sir.
David Walker.
Yeah.
They proved themselves over
Oh,
the
yeah.
years.
Yeah,
They're gonna be tough as a nail here.
They hard to beat now. They ain't no two ways about it. And I'm proud of them. Brad Knight out here in Wartburg, all these guys.
And the boy in the Follett, Card.
Yeah, Brandon Card, yes sir, sure are. They tough to beat, buddy. And so we've reared some good fishermen out of this part of the country.
Yes,
And,
sir.
no two
Yes,
ways
sir.
about it. That's a fact. But it all boils down to because there's so many different conditions here. I
Yeah.
mean, there's just so much going on, and then with all this new electronics and stuff, shucks, it's just
I said
amazing.
a long time ago the fish didn't have a chance, but
That's a fact. They really don't. That's what I keep telling these guys at work, where when we talk about fishing, and I said, buddy, any more the fish don't have a chance. I said, they pull right up there and they see them bite their bait and all this kind of stuff. I said, if there's everyone hungry, they're gonna catch them.
Yeah.
The only way they not gonna catch them is if they just bow up and not bite.
yeah.
And and that's it, because they gonna locate them.
Yeah.
They got too much stuff to not find them with, and so that's just it. Mike, you got us any crappie film?
Yeah, got a little bit.
Have you? Well, we better show it, have you?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, time's running out.
If it rain don't quit raining so much and let this water clear up, I'm gonna have to start using chartreuse minnows, it looks like.
Yeah, I think you ought to put a chartreuse spinner in front of your hook or something there.
Yeah.
Give them a little flash there.
It's been pretty tough, not only the muddy water, but the temperature changing so much and everything, and the current and the wind and everything's all
That
time.
current's hard to fish with them crappie. You have to,
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It
like
sure
I
is.
said, it's running so hard. You're trying to go against it. You're going backwards instead of
Yeah.
going forward, Mike.
That's a fact. Okay, Dylan, how about showing Mike's crappie film, will you? All right, bud.
Okay, folks, I'm down here at Blue Springs, and as you can see, water's still pretty muddy. We're gonna get out here and hunt around and see if we can find some cleaner water. Water temperatures move back up 52, 53 degrees. It's showing fish everywhere down there. I don't know if they can see what they're biting or not, but they sure there's plenty of them down there. So minnows down there too. So maybe they've moved up a little bit. I don't know. We'll just have to get out here and try them and see. So stick with us and remember the sponsors, and let's go fishing. All right, folks, I think I got a bite here. Let's see. Oh yeah, finally got a crappie. My goodness. Been all morning trying to find that rascal. Nice little crappie. Anyway, we'll put him in the box and see if we can get another one. About 24 foot. I think I've got another bite here. Yeah, there he is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Man, that's a whopper. I like that. We can run a few more. feels like a fair fish. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a good little crappie. Alright. Sure been rough. Trying to find that water that ain't got all that much mud in it. It's a little clear. Might get a bite. Hey. Can't get them to hit out there in that muddy water. All right. I got enough to bite. Oh. Man, that's hard to find them. There's a lot of places that can about 22 foot. Back in here and see if we can get another. Okay, folks, that front's moving in here. Winds are blowing, starting getting a little bit too windy. I'm gonna head on back up the lake. I've went from Thief Neck all the way down the other side of Orange Hill hunting. Ain't found much. I think I got 4 fish. Got one real good one, and the others is 11 inches, 12 inches, or something like that. But it's sure been tough trying to find some crappie that'll bite. I've seen a lot of them on the depth finder, but the water just so dang muddy, it's hard to get them to bite. I've had a few bumps that I've missed and stuff, but I don't know. Maybe if we can get a week or so of decent weather enough to quit this raining, this thing may clear up. Water temperature got up to 54 or 5 there at one time before this wind started blowing. I'm sure this is in there probably hitting a little bit, but maybe Steve done good bass fishing, at least I hope he did. But anyway, we're going to head up the lake here and put it on the trailer, head to the house, and maybe knock the hide off them there and eat them for supper. So be sure and remember the sponsors. And, we couldn't put the show on without them. And, anyway, we've had a good time out here. It was a pretty decent day till this cloud cover moved in. That wind started blowing. Anyway, we've had a good time at it. Any day fishing is better than a bad day at work. So, anyway, we'll see you on the show. Yeah, that's what I figured. That's kind of about what I figured. There was just too many marks down there to be crappie. No, I think that's another cat. Yep. Rascals. Man, I'm telling you, there's something else. They just think they can smell a minute or a mile away. My goodness. All right. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Put him in there and see if we can get another. box. See if we can get another one. All right. See, yeah, there you go. Another one of them big old crappie. Hey, you must be awful hungry. Anyway, get him in the box and see what's going on. That water temperature's back down to 48 degrees. Of course, that's probably the surface. I don't know what it is on down deeper, but it's got quite a bit of color to it. At least they're hitting, but you just got to hold it real still whenever you bump something there and just wait, and then finally come up there and get it. So anyway, we'll get him in the box and see if we can find another one. Got another. We'll put him in the box. See if we can find another one. It's pretty windy out here. Okay, folks. I blew off the lake. Wind blowing this way 40 miles an hour and the current running that way 20 miles an hour. Kind of hard to. The lake goes this way. The line's going this way. Just a rough way to fish. Hard to even find a place out of it. Even if you do break the wind, and that current's got you. Get out of the current, and the wind's blowing you across the lake somewhere. So it's a hard day to fight it, I'd say that. But anyway, we missed a few, got a few. I think it'll do better when this water clears on up. Right now, it's pretty dead gone muddy. Anyway, remember the sponsors, and we'll see you on the show there Thursday night. Let's go fishing.
Hey folks, here at Tim's Tires, there's the times that they're open. The day, that's 5 days a week. They're open from 8 to 12:30 on Saturdays. All right, folks, we're inside here in the warehouse. Just wanted to give you a quick look at all the tires and stuff they got. And here we are. There's some four-wheeler tires, lawnmower tires, just a mixture of about any kind of tire you want. So keep that in mind. Then here we get into the light truck, automobiles, that kind of thing. So just walk through here and give you a quick look at what they've got in stock here. I mean, it's it's just, I don't know, man. They must be a couple of thousand tires in here right now, if not more. Sizes, shapes. You truckers, you know the word. This is the place to get your tires for your trucks. And these over here, getting a little bigger sizes, light trucks, heavier automobiles, this kind of thing. And as you can just see back through there, it's just, heck, I don't know, this building's probably about 300 feet, one end and the other, and they're wall to wall. Remember Tim's Tires, folks. That's down here on Highway 27 on your way into Harriman, and get the best deals they're going. So give them a call, price check, whatever you want to, and if you want a special tire that they might not have, you could, they'll definitely get it for you. Tim's Tires. Wave at me, Jack. Folks, we're here at Edgemore Outdoors. And Mr. Jack Dunaway, he just came in and fixed to leave. Just looking around here, seeing what all Jim's got, like he don't have everything already. But just running up and down the aisles here, I mean, it's just absolutely loaded as usual. back wall. I mean, you know, we've got everything that you can think of here. And well lit, well kept place. They do have the LXT rods. I think they're $99 back here. Nice filling rods, Shimano's. You know, they're really good. They feel great. Real light, different weights in them. So do come by here and check that out. Got the ducats, the ABUs, Lus, you know, all kinds of brands and models here. Weights, different weights in each and every one of them, different lengths, actions, that kind of thing. I mean, this place is just absolutely amazing. You could spend all day probably and still never look at everything. So anyway, remember Edgemore Outdoors, folks. Got some specialty painted plugs. Got new stuff coming in all the time. So get by here and check them out. I think you'll be very well pleased. Edgemore Outdoors.
I know that.
Hey folks, here's a little display of some new baits I got in, and man, you know,
There's a whole rack of them back yonder.
a whole rack back here in the back. Jim says got some crankbaits, new colors,
Anything else in 7?
the Jackall top water plug, cabinets full of reels. So get over here to Edgemore and look and see. I guarantee you'll be well pleased, and they'll have something that you're looking for. Plus we got the bait tanks, so you know, different size of minnows and night crawlers, all the floaters, hooks, that kind of thing. If you're a bank fisherman, crappie fisherman, whatever, they've got it for you. Just come on by and give them a visit. Here is the tight line display. Man, that stuff looks good. I don't want Mike to see that. He'll be wanting to try it out. Remember, Edgemore Outdoors, folks. Hey, folks. I'm here at Reynolds Racing and Marine, and just caught a couple of these side-by-sides out here on the front porch, and well, that red one there sure is sharp. I'm telling you, those things are loaded up with accessories, and you know, if you're interested in one of these things, you need to come down here and check them out. This one here's got winches front and back. The bed dumps on it, and you guys that know these things and fool with them, you know, you see that spring over coil shock on it, big tires already on it, plenty of ground clearance. So, but do get down here and look at these things and check them out, and we'll see what's over here on the inside. That's Reynolds Racing and Marine here, folks, down in Harriman. Check these side-by-sides out. I'll tell you what, they're pretty nice. Mr. Glenn's came out now to get with us. What do you think, Glenn?
Well, we got, I think I've got 13 in stock. Over at the other Kingston Marine over there, I've got several.
Yeah.
And everything from the 650, we've got a four-wheeler, up to the 1,000. I've got one over, it's got a 10 1/4 screen, navigation screen, heated seats.
Dang it.
Hey, whatever you want.
Whatever you want. All right, folks, come by and see Mr. Glenn here at Reynolds Racing and Marine. Check these side-by-sides out.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Glenn.
Right.
I'm back.
Here we go. We're back. All right, Mike. Folks, do remember our sponsors. We can't do the show without them. As a matter of fact, we'd like to get another one or two, Bill.
Yeah.
We could
Got
advertise for them. Yeah, we need them. And but do remember our sponsors and patronize them every time you can, and let them know you appreciate doing the show. And if you know somebody that would like to advertise with us, let me know. We'd sure love to talk to them and see if we couldn't get them on here. Mike, tell us about the crappie, right quick.
Like
You
I
got
say,
3 minutes.
Saturday was one day, and then Tuesday was the next one, and the water temperature, like I say, bumping in the upper 50s, or, lower 50s, or 54, 55, or, and then down to 48. So there's a big change there, a little bit of change in the water color. So it's slowly clearing up in spots, but their current ain't slowed down a bit. But I think 20 foot was the shallowest one I caught, and the deepest one was probably about 27. So
20 to 27 foot.
yeah,
That's all right, son.
yeah.
You done good. You really did.
It's
It was a good bunch of crappie.
There's some nice crappie, but it just depends, but you run in and out of a lot of places and fished a lot of different things, but it's still the same thing. You pull in there and you get one crappie, and then you can fish there for an hour and never get another bite.
Yeah.
And you have to go somewhere else. So I just started hopping one place to the next. It seemed like you catch one and spend maybe 5 or 10 minutes. If you can get another, you might as well move and go somewhere else. 'Cause I don't know whether they just spooks them out there when you catch one, or what it is, or they just ain't gathered up or what. But
Okay. Let me, Mike, let me tell, since we're real close to time, that crappie tournament is at Kingston City Park next Saturday on March the 16th from 7:30 to 3 or 3:30. It's an 8-hour tournament coming out of the park there at Kingston, and the membership is $35 per member, I'm thinking, and $60 if a non-member, that kind of thing. So anyway, you can get all those details down there, but that's coming out of Kingston City Park next Saturday.
The 16th.
On the 16th, yeah. And then, shucks, dang, I knew what I was gonna tell people here. Talked to a guy at work. He fished Chickamauga, had a 5 and almost a 7-pounder. The only 2 fish he had. But we're running out of time. And sorry I've gabbed on all night, but anyway, hopefully the conditions will let us get on the water and catch some fish, and we'll just go from there, Bill.
That's all we can do.
That's it. God bless you all, and we'll see you next week.
you've seen that storm.
Country Fresh Foods. You may not know the name, but you definitely know the taste. Our homemade fudge is shipped all over the country. Its quality is unmatched, and it's made right here in Oliver Springs. But you don't have to travel all over to enjoy it. You can get it right here at our retail store, Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts. The highest quality fudge in a countless variety of flavors. And we also carry a variety of candy and unique gifts for you to enjoy. Come enjoy the taste you have loved for years at Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts in Oliver Springs, a division of Country Fresh Foods.
Let's go fishing. You know it's really great. Let's go fishing. In the rivers and on the lakes. Let's go fishing. It's easy when you try. Floating on the water with good old Steve in mind. Floating on the water with good old Steve in mind.